All right, Coach, good win for the Grizzlies on the road. Just your initial thoughts after Montana gets the win.
Got it? Yeah. Okay. Well, obviously we're excited. This is a really big win for us. That's a good Davis football team. They're a balanced, good team. They're well coached, and for us to go take that win was awesome. What a fabulous effort, offense, defense, kicking game for our team.
Let's start offensively. What stood out to you? What were you most satisfied with?
Well, we get 31 points was good and certainly enough to win tonight. Thought we had some good drives. I thought we threw the ball well. I thought that our receivers were getting open and winning in the man coverage, which was the best it's been this year.
Cliff looked like he was just in more rhythm than he's been. Is that how much of that is just reps? How much of that is just time? What do you account that to?
Well, I think the protection was pretty good for the most part tonight, and he looked comfortable because of that. I think that Coach P's had some good stuff for him that he liked, so it's probably a combination of those two things.
You hold them to only 3 points after halftime. What kind of changes did you guys make on defense throughout the game?
Well, we did some. Well, there's two things we did, Frank. One is when we were in man, we covered better. And then we gave him some different zone looks, and he didn't handle it all the time. Sometimes he got it, sometimes he didn't. But we gave him some zone looks that he didn't know pre-snap, which was advantageous for us. And then, we're a really, really, really good tackling football team. And, we missed a couple in the first half, but we tackled really well.
You had guys like Braxton and Levi making big stops to get those 3 and outs on the tackling. I mean, what'd you think of just those guys kind of stepping up, making big plays? Like, they're not flashy plays, but they're just getting guys down.
Well, the second, they had a kind of a tackle pull power play, dart, that gave us a little problem in the first half, and we got that kind of fit up. And then they were having a hard time running the ball the second half, and the intermediate routes, we were giving him some zone stuff where he couldn't put it where he wanted it. And so, we were winning in the early downs. We were actually talking a lot at the end to watch for the screen, because in the mixed downs, we kind of had them dialed up.
Some of the mistakes in the first half were kind of self-inflicted, some of the penalties, some of the things out of your control. Like, what do you think your guys just kind of adjusting and kind of being able to kind of weather that storm early on?
Well, I should probably stay off the penalty stuff, but we gave up the ball going in on the 3 early, and then we gave it up on the 12 going in the fourth quarter. I mean, those are big get away from them, 3 touchdown win type plays if we just stick it in. So, got to clean that up. But gosh, we were really good in the kicking, really, really good in the kicking game tonight as well, and just so fired up for our team and our kids.
Just to see them settle in and weather adversity, just what does that say about your team? You guys have had moments throughout the year, but it seems like they just didn't let it get to them. They kind of just bounced back.
Yeah, I think that was cool to see. They just kind of locked arms, and anytime something went wrong, and there's constant chaos on the battlefield, and whichever team handles it the best, they're going to win, and our team handled it better than their team did.
You guys went down 13-7, but then scored 2 touchdowns on back-to-back drives. What does that tell you about this team?
Well, it means we executed on those 2 drives. We're trying to score on every drive, so there's nothing magical. We executed on those 2 drives, and like I said, I don't think they're trying any harder one time or another. I just think they executed on those drives, and it was good.
Second half started a little bit slow, kind of offensively for both teams, and it looked like they were kind of getting those crossers covered up a little bit. So I was curious. I was like, man, I wonder what kind of adjustment. And then you went to the pitch play, which you hadn't shown all game, long touchdown. What do you think of the timing of that? And then was that something that was kind of set up?
Yeah, they were ganging up. They're playing kind of 9 in on us, and you can stop the run, but if you get creased, then it's out the gate for a long one. And we experienced that ourselves in the fourth quarter in North Dakota State last year. So they were banking on getting it down, and we just were persistent with it. Good by our guys getting that long run.
You touched on it, but to see, an Aaron Fonts make the explosive plays that we know that they're capable of, and the receivers to make those kind of 50-50 catches, just like how big is that for this offense?
Well, you know, when the ball's in the air, you gotta excuse me, guys. When the ball's in the air, you have to attack it, whether you're on offense or defense. And I mean, our guys went after the ball. I think they've been playing quite well, and it was good to see. Obviously, Aaron had a nice game, a really nice game, and he's a great kid, and he's all Montana, and it's fun seeing him make those plays.
Talk about momentum quite often, just, you know, that second half kind of back and forth a little bit with the offense is stalling. What do you think of your guys' ability to pull momentum out and then kind of hang on to it when they had to?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you'd like it just to be smooth, and, you know, kind of like I alluded to a minute ago, you'd like to just kind of go down the field and make it happen every drive, but that's not how it goes. And like I also mentioned on the long run, you just keep hammering away at it and count on your defense, your kicking game to do their end, and we'll make enough plays to win. If we can play well in all three phases, we're going to win.
Your thoughts overall on getting a big statement win on the road, top 20 matchup. You know, after a rough couple of weeks, it seems like you guys got back on track and made a statement.
Which I know what the rough week was in Flagstaff. What are the other rough couple of weeks?
Got a couple moments last week, but you guys obviously won. But just you guys kind of bounced back with a big statement tonight.
Yeah, I thought we made a big statement last week too, and got a big conference win on homecoming, and then backed it up with a big win here in Davis over a really good football team.
What were you seeing on special teams that Junior Bergen was able to have a couple big returns there?
You know, I thought our guys just worked really hard. I mean, we have stuff in every week. As you and I talked earlier in the week, sometimes you get return balls and sometimes you don't, but you have to work hard consistently if you're going to seize the opportunity. And our players work really hard, and when he gets a return ball, they pick it up. It was it's pretty special. We talked about, you guys good?
Yeah.
We talked about controlling field position in our special teams meeting last night, creating field position, and they did that in a huge way.
Like you said, you guys
One more.
want to score every possession, but when you are in a lot of these one-score, two-score games week after week, are there any benefits to that later on in the season?
Yeah, if my hair all falls out, I won't have to pay for haircuts.